Like I was saying before, my camera fell on me. We're talking about the coaching triangle, and once you troubleshoot through, you have your mindset in check, you got your nutrition in check. Then we look at your training. Like we were visiting the goal of fat loss. So someone who is wanting to lose fat and get in better shape, and their mindset is on point. They have a good mindset. Their diet and nutrition has been consistent and is looking well. Then we're going to look at the training. Do you have a resistance training program? And are you going on daily walks? So I break the training part of the triangle down into two main parts: lifting and walking. It's the days of doing endless amounts of cardio and hit training and running and running and running, all for the goal of fat loss, is just about over. I'm not knocking running or knocking cardio too badly, but if one has their mindset in check, their nutrition in check, they're getting enough quality protein and vegetables, and they're well nourished. If you have a routine where you're lifting a few days a week, like 3 to 4 days a week of casual resistance training, and then you're adding in these daily walks, you can get great health results and great physique results and great fat loss results doing that. So by just having a few dumbbells or a kettlebell or some bands, just any way of doing some resistance training at home, even 2 to 4 times a week, and then adding in daily walks, maybe a 10-minute walk in the morning and a 10-minute walk in the afternoon each day, or at least 5 days a week. One can get great results with this system. And so when we're looking at our goals, or while we're not achieving our goals, or what we're lacking, or what we want to kind of see what we can do to get closer to our goals, and we've checked the boxes of mindset and nutrition, we want to look at our training. We want to make sure that we have a lifting program. Even if you're not wanting to lift heavy weights, just having 2 light dumbbells in your home, doing a few workouts for 20 to 30 minutes can really get the job done. And with fat loss, resistance training with daily walking has been shown in the literature to really be effective. And to be far more effective than cardio alone. So you see, when we run and we do a lot of cardio, our body wants to adapt to being better at that. And to be better at running and endurance training, it's more beneficial to have less muscle. So if you're eating well and you have a good mindset, but your training is mainly consisting of running and jogging, your body may fight itself and look to adapt to lose muscle as well as fat to be better at running, which we don't necessarily want. Lean mass is a very, very good health indicator, and especially when you're on a fat loss program and you want to lose fat, not body weight. We're not looking to lose body weight. We're looking to lose body fat. We want to retain as much muscle as possible and or build muscle. More muscle equals more. It's a metabolically active organ. It's going to burn more calories. It's going to help us to store more foods, and it will help us not to lose bone mass over the years when we get older. So retaining muscle is a big goal with your training and your goals, even with fat loss. But say someone's approaching the triangle with the goal of muscle gain. You got to make sure the mindset's in check, diet and nutrition is in check, meat and vegetables. And some people, if you have the star in the middle of the triangle as the goal to gain muscle, then the diet and nutrition part may change a little bit. You may be wanting to incorporate some clean carbs and refeeds around training and or every other couple of days to boost that weight gain and muscle gain. And a main one to look at too, if you've got those in check, you look at your training when your goal is muscle gain and you have the lifting and the walking. You got to make sure, like we're saying, you're not doing too much cardio. If you're looking to gain weight, gain muscle, and you're lifting and you're walking and you're playing soccer or basketball for 2 hours every day, and then you're going on an hour jog to stay in shape, you are putting yourself in a disadvantageous position to lose muscle and definitely not to gain muscle. So your training, with your lifting, you're going to look to make sure that you are training hard enough. You want to make sure that you are getting that progressive overload, that you are taxing the muscles, and each week you're trying to beat that logbook and do more reps and then eventually do more weight, because that's how the muscles overcome and grow. So if the goal is muscle gain, then the training part, you got to make sure that the training program is created correctly and that you're going you're hitting those muscles enough times and you're hitting them intense enough. But then you're also allowing for the proper recovery of those muscles too. You're not going to the gym 7 days a week hitting the same muscles and overtaxing yourself. It's a process of exercise training, tax the muscle, give it a stimulus, and then let it recover and compensate. And a lot of people, they train really hard and they beat themselves up and they recover just enough to get back to baseline. Beat themselves up, recover just enough to get back to baseline. Ideally, though, you want to train hard enough to get to give a stimulus and get an adaptation. You want to recover back to baseline and then a little over. So that's your gains right there. So in order to have gains, we have to have proper recovery. So that's the coaching triangle, you guys. In the middle, you want to start with your goal, whether it be fat loss, muscle gain, health and longevity. Maybe it's sports specific. Maybe you want to run a marathon. Maybe you want to play sports or any type of dance or any task or anything like that. Then the training would really need to be sports specific. So when you're approaching the coaching triangle, you want to start with your goals. Then you want to work through the mindset, then through nutrition, and then through training. And I believe that if you're troubleshooting and checking all these boxes, and if you've got the right mindset to get it done, if you're nailing your nutrition and it's specific to your goals and you're doing it well and naturally and with whole foods there, and then you got your training in check, you're lifting, you're walking, you're also doing sports specific movements, or if you want to be stronger in football, you're building your squat, you're building your bench press, your pressing power, your movement, maybe you're working on quickness. So whatever your goal is, check the mindset, check the nutrition, check the training. If all those are in check, you should be good to go on achieving the results and the things you want. So appreciate you guys and I appreciate your time. Have a wonderful day and we'll see you soon.